What's up guys, this is Sensei. Today's video, I'm going to show you how I got my 8-bit to 1000 trophies in Solo Showdown. We're going to be going over some replays, and I'm going to give you some tips that you can push your 8-bit high in Solo Showdown as well. Let's get right into the stats. As you can see, 8-bit has a good amount of health at 6020. He also does a lot of damage, has one of the highest DPS in the game, especially when he has his super, which just has a turret. That increases the damage that he does. We'll get into how to use his turret in the replays, but let's go over the star powers. Alright, the star power to use is Extra Life. Don't even think about using the other one. Extra Life, one of the best star powers for Showdown, literally gives him a second life, so yeah, there's really nothing to talk about here. Let's go over the map real quick and then head into the replay. Alright, the map I pushed him on is the second map in rotation, Forsaken Falls. Pushed him as soon as it came out, 300 trophies from 700 to 1k. Yeah, it just shows you how good he is in Showdown, that I could do that. You could pretty much push him on any map. He's that good, so let's just go into the replays. Alright, so we're heading into our first replay. We're spawning on the right side of the map. On top of us is a crow, and on the bottom of us is a bull. I'm going to go towards the bull side. Bull is a better matchup for me since this is an open map. I can easily bully him. And crow is a better peek shooter, even though I have more range and do more damage. He's a better peek shooter. Peek shooting is basically shooting around walls. And since 8-bit shoots 6 individual shots instead of just one, that makes him a pretty bad peek shooter. This Pam is trying to spin, but she's also shooting me, so I'm not going to spin with someone that's shooting me. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but Pam can't. If the Pam's not being annoying, Pam's a pretty decent teammate. If you choose to team. Pinching that bull not a very good pick on this map because, as you can see, it's very open map. So if you're pushing bull, don't play him on this map. This Pam decides to go really aggro, which is really annoying for me, especially since I'm a better peek shooter than she is, because Pam shoots even more individual shots than I do. I don't even know why she's trying to do this. And then she starts shooting the Shelly and making an enemy out of the Shelly, so now she has me as an enemy and the Shelly as an enemy, which is not what you want to do. You don't want to set, like, she literally set herself up to get pinched, which doesn't make any sense to me. And unfortunately, I get caught right here. So here's how you want to use your turret. You want to use your turret defensively as a body block. That's how you want to use your turret. Never use your turret offensively to like do more damage for whatever reason. You want to use it defensively to save yourself a shot from, I don't know, like a bee or anything really. And this bull decides to go really aggro for whatever reason. So again, using my turret defensively. Unfortunately, this crow prevents me from healing up, otherwise we wouldn't have died here, but thankfully the extra life comes in and then we take care of that bull. Nice and easy. That is why you don't play aggro. I don't know what that bull was doing, but extra life coming in clutch. I'm pinching the Shelly here with this Mr. P. Really had no chance because Shelly has no range. Don't play Shelly on this map either. Chasing the Mr. P away from that power cube, and this was pinching the crow in the top left with the other crow in the top right, taking care of him, light work. Then I just shoot this Mr. P since the crow is hiding behind the wall. Easy kill there. You can just see how much damage 8-bit does. It's crazy. He does a lot of damage. Like, he's like a Colt, except he has 6,000 health. But he does move slow, so that's his one weakness. Anyway, let's hop into the next replay. Alright, into the second replay. I'm spawning into the top left of the map. We have a Sprout, Badith, and a 8-bit up there. I'm running from the Sprout because there's a lot of walls around, and that's where Sprout can really get an advantage, and since I'm a terrible peek shooter, I can't really deal with that. We have an 8-bit here, and against an 8-bit v 8-bit, or pretty much any brawler really, what you want to do is you want to shoot to where they're going, and then follow their movement, basically. And that can take some practice. You want to see their dodging patterns. As you can see, destroying this 8-bit in a 1v1. This 8-bit definitely was not up to the challenge. As you can see, just really easy. Just predicting his movements so well. Look, we're at 3,000 health. And, yeah, so that 8-bit really was not that good. He was a 900 8-bit, but just wasn't very good skill-wise. So it just shows you how you don't have to be that good to push 8-bit. So yeah, predicting your opponent's movements definitely takes some skill and some practice, especially when they start dodging. It's not always as easy as if they were just running straight. You know, people tend to dodge, and so reading that is also a part of it. But if you practice, I'm sure you can get better. It's really just a feel to just see their dodging patterns, and then to read it to see what they're where they're gonna move next. But anyway, we still have that Sprout down there. When we're in the open field, we can win against Sprout. It's only when there's a lot of walls that we're weak against Sprout, and so that's why it's good to just wait for the map to open up so that you can get better shots. See this Pam here, laser her, get her down really low, again with that crazy damage that 8-bit can do. But she gets away, and there's a Carl over there, so I decided not to pursue. This Pam pushing the Carl towards me, so I start to pinch the Carl with the Pam, and eventually we take the Carl out. Unfortunately, the Pam is going to get the power cube because she has a power cube advantage. I shoot at this Daryl and pinch the Daryl with the BB because I have a range advantage over Daryl, so Daryl really can't touch me. So that's a very, very good target for me. And right now, the BB is going to be the most annoying since Jean's really not a threat to me. BB is, so I decided to take her out because she can knock me to the poison, which she decides to do here. Gets me pretty low. And the Jean takes me out, and then the BB helps finish me off. But good thing for us, we have extra life, so plop down the turret to do extra damage to take her out. Anyway, let's move into the next replay. Alright, into the third replay. This is the second match, until I got the second to last match, before I got 1K. And right now we have a super aggro Spike. You do not want to mess with the Spike. Spike is just a really tricky brawler to deal with. I mean, Spike pretty much can counter a lot of bars in the game. I start panic shooting here, not what you want to do. I start panic shooting because Spike got me low, but luckily I collect my composure and I'm able to get the kill barely. The reason why I was panic shooting is because Spike does like 2k damage per shot, and so he can do a lot of damage, so I started panicking, and which caused me to shoot quickly and miss my shot. So definitely don't do what I just did. Luckily I have extra life, but if you're playing another brawler, that could be a death like a Cole or something, so definitely want to take your time and aim even if you're super low, because it's better to take your time and hit your shots than to just shoot frantically and miss. So we got 2 power cubes because when we died we got an extra one. This Leon trying to peek shoot us, but as you can see we're doing a good job keeping him back. We're winning that trade more. We're getting more from that trade than he is. As you can see, we're doing more damage to him. So I think he decided that was a pretty fruitless endeavor, and he eventually gets pinched by this this Penny, but he escapes, and then the Penny becomes pinched, and that's an easy 2-shot for me. So that's very good. And then I go up to see if I can pinch the Leon here with someone else. He starts spinning, but there's no way I'm teaming with the Leon since Leon can backstab you so easily when he goes invis. I see that this Daryl is weak by some other brawlers over there, so I quickly finish the job and I take the cube. This Crow, I have range advantage in the open field, so I really don't know why he's trying to shoot me. Because as you can see, just look, Crow's a 2-shot, literally a 2-shot. I don't know why he's trying to pinch me. So now we're pushing him back since we got him low, and now I'm pinching him with the Leon because he decided to shoot me. So yeah, I think this Leon. So I start to spin with this Leon to take out the Crow, and yeah, just keep shooting, making sure that he's not going to be able to move. So we're forcing him to make an aggressive play or just die in the poison, pretty much. This Leon starts accidentally walking in the poison, that pretty much seals it for him. And I prepared for the jump by placing my turret to tank for it, but he jumped for the Leon. So let's move into the last replay. Alright, for the final replay, the match that got me to 1K, we have a Bo on our left, a Daryl on our right. So I'm going towards the Daryl side because Daryl is a good matchup for me, because I have a range advantage. And so now we're just chilling in the bush, waiting for the map to open up. With all these walls, not very good for 8-bit, as I explained earlier, so just waiting for the map to open up before we actually start moving around. This Spike's not doing a good job checking bushes. The weakness of Spike is its health. Other than that, it's a really strong brawler. Like, one shot, it can do from like mid-range 2k damage. It's like it can almost do like a bull shot from like mid-range. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, that Spike did not do a good job. We did a good job recognizing Spike's movement patterns and standing in the middle. And yeah, I was able to take the Spike out. This M's over here, not doing a very wise play. Ems is a pretty bad peek shooter herself, so this Mortis, just shoot at him, not trying to pursue, just trying to chase him away from the area I'm in. Also trying to chase this Ems away because this Ems can completely melt me if I get too close. Ems is just really strong like that. I don't know what the Sandy's doing. I guess he thought he was still in the bush, so I push him back in the bush. The Ems is going after me. Like I said, you're not really gonna hit me when you're peek shooting. Ems is just not a very good peek shooter. So I think she realized that and left. So we're just waiting for the map to open up more. That way we can just get good shots. Daryl taking out the Mortis there. And now that the map's pretty open up, I can start walking around and looking for targets. There's no grass, no walls to hide behind, so it's pretty much just a matter of finding good targets to go after. Daryl goes after the Ems. Not a good play for the Daryl. Unfortunate for the Ems because, yeah, as you can see, the Daryl just got me taken out. The Spike just shows you how strong Spike is, right? So we end up going down here, but luckily this time I don't make the same mistake I did last time. And I'm patient with my shots. As you can see, I'm not shooting right away. I'm just making sure that I can see where the spike's moving so I can get a good shot. And 2 shots, did not miss my last 2 shots there to seal it for the 1K. And here is the video of me getting my rank 38-bit. Alright, so let's talk about matchups real quick. In the open field, when the whole map's open, like typically towards the end of Forsaken Falls, you want to avoid brawlers that have a longer range than you. Brawlers like B, brawlers like Brock, Piper, Jeans. You want to avoid brawlers like this because they have longer range than you, and because you're slow, they're not going to miss their shots, especially B. B with her supercharged shots, crazy, so avoid B. When there's a lot of walls, you want to avoid brawlers that can peek shoot. You want to avoid spikes, you want to avoid crows, you want to avoid terror. You want to avoid brawlers that can peek shoot really well, Nitas. So brawlers pretty much have 1 shot per ammo. You want to avoid them. Try to use your range advantage. This is very key. Try to use your range against every brawler that you face, really. Just knowing how close you can get without them attacking you, that's very key to being good at 8-bit. And just try not to get close to tanks. You are slow, so if a tank gets in your grill, there's really no escape for you. I didn't mention 8-bit's gadget, and that's because I don't have 8-bit's gadget. But if you do have 8-bit's gadget, use it to get away from a tight situation where just using your turret to shield wouldn't be good enough. So let's say like there's a splash brawler like a primo that's on you, then in that case use your gadget to teleport because it's obviously not going to shield anything. So that's how you would use his gadget. So yeah, that'll do it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you like my video and subscribe for more 1K tips and tricks. Peace.